My name is Joyce, and I'm from Maryland. In 1975, I became pregnant while I was waiting to join the Army. Well, actually, I had already joined the Army. I was waiting to be deployed. So I had to make a decision between serving my country and raising my child. Unfortunately, I made the choice to kill my baby. I went on into the military, still having to deal with the consequences of the abortion, not knowing that I had an infection that had ripped through my body, had gone into my kidney, had destroyed 1/4 part of my kidney. And so I had to take medication while I was on active duty to take care of the infection. I also remember that going into that abortion clinic, that the suction abortion, you're awake for this thing, and it's just awful. It's just like your insides are being ripped out. And so with that, and then the infection in the military, depression, and all kinds of things just set in, and I just lost it. And then I got out of the military, and 4 years later, here I am again at the abortion clinic. But see, what happens is that after you have your first one, it's so much easier to have your second one. That your denial is so strong that there's not life, that there's not a child, because you've been lied to for so long and for so many years. And so I had the second abortion. I don't even recall the second abortion at all. But it's through the saving grace of God that in 1990 at a convention that someone was showing an abortion video. And in that video was where the aborted babies were in the trash bag. And they were the full babies that were died from the saline solution abortion. And I looked at that video and I cried. I stood there in the hallway and I cried. Because I realized then it was a baby. They had lied to me and said it wasn't a baby. And that was the turning point in my life in 1990, that I knew I need to get healing and counseling. And I went and had my post-abortion counseling, got involved in the pro-life movement in 1992, served in the Crisis Pregnancy Center, Gabriel Projects, just any pro-life event I could get into, I was into it, including the March for Life. And then through the healing and all that God has done for me, I started my own ministry in 1997, reaching out to African American women. We have the largest number of abortions, but we have the less representation, as we can see today. And I just pray that, Lord, that God would just use me and other women to just stand up and be silent no more. This is a thing, awful thing within a woman's life, to have to deal with this. So I do post-abortion counseling, abstinence counseling through our ministry, and I know from this day forward that there will be a change, that there has to be a change, and that I'll be silent no more.